Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, folks. Very excited to welcome you to this presentation, which you're going to hopefully enjoy. I think everybody should be able to see a presentation like this at this point in time. You've obviously attracted being on this environment here because otherwise you wouldn't be interested in time and money freedom and developing a life of freedom that you're clearly looking for. And this is exactly the opportunity that we are embracing. That's the environment that we have joined, that we have created, and that we are nurturing. And in order to maximize on that, we've created a presentation here, which we'd like to make a short introduction video that you will be able to see, and then I'll run you through the presentation. This won't take too long. At the end of it, you will have the knowledge that you need to make a decision whether you want to be part of an environment of this kind or not. And that's all there is to it. Whether or not you take action is entirely up to you. And this is your opportunity. I took this opportunity when we saw it, and we made this work for us. And this vehicle should be available to everyone. So that being started, time is one of the most precious commodities on this planet. And so therefore, I'm not going to be spending much more time wasting yours. Let's just get right into it so that we can get to the meat of what we have to offer in the shortest possible time. So let's get started. So, folks, this is really the new definition of wealth. It is really all about having access. When we talk about wealth in today's world, it's not just a bag full of money. No. Today, in today's world, it's about networks. It's about being connected. It's about having support. It's about having access. It's about having access to money, yes, certainly, to networks, to a support system, to an education, to knowledge, to systems, and basically to people that can facilitate things That is what the wealthy do. They don't go to work. They have systems working for them. And that's what we're going to be talking to you about here today. When I say we, who are we? We are generally a global network of successful entrepreneurs. When I say global network, I really mean global. I was at a recent event. There were people from Tonga in the South Pacific. There were people from all over the globe, South America, Central Europe, Southern Europe, Africa, North America, Canada, everywhere. Our network is really incredibly diverse. And that's what makes us so powerful. Now, first of all, if we're going to be talking about business, we're going to be talking about money as well. And I have to, first of all, say straight away, I cannot make any guarantees to any income you're going to be having with this platform, simply because if you don't do any work, you will have no income. The more you do, the more you engage yourself, the more you become involved, then your income will go up. There is no fixed income. And I think everybody will appreciate the fact that you cannot guarantee anything in today's world. This, in the end, is not an entirely passive system. It is a residual system. And that means you need to get things started so that you can get the ball rolling. And when the ball rolls, everything keeps moving for a long time. So let's get started. Who are we? Well, this is our story. This is who you see here is myself and my wife, MJ. A very brief outlook on our story. I have been in aviation for the last 30 plus years, and I've had a very successful career as an airline pilot, working for legacy carriers, worked my way up, from the smallest position as airport ground staff back in Pan American days to operating as a commander of one of the largest airliners in the world out of Dubai. I think everybody knows the name of this brand. I don't need to mention it. And then, of course, in 2020, the pandemic hit and everything changed, and thousands of us in aviation became jobless. It was quite a shock. Now, we took it as an opportunity. My wife and I had felt a backlog of wanting to work on myself and understand personal development better, create a new mindset of wealth generation without having to physically go to work. I already started to realize that the moment I stop working, I am completely incomeless. Now, that's not entirely true. We had a little bit of real estate, but there wasn't enough cash flow to generate the lifestyle that we were used to. So that made us realize that we needed to spend time to understand money better and understand business better. I'd been used to a paycheck for the last 30 years, a very good one, but nonetheless a paycheck. So that triggered us to start looking into studying, into learning money, and into expanding our minds. I became very involved with the Proctor Gallagher Institute with Bob Proctor, and I started to become a consultant with his organization and helping people to develop a mindset of success. This was a fantastic learning curve for me, but I realized that there was a piece missing. There was something missing. I could show people how to develop the mindset, but most people didn't know how to apply it and what to apply it upon so that they can then also grow something for themselves. It became very clear, talking to a lot of people, that people were all looking for time freedom, money freedom, and generally to be able to take control over their life again. And this is what happened. My wife, MJ, who came from an entrepreneurial background as an interior designer, she also quit her job at the time, or her work, because we were going to be moving countries. And so what happened is we got approached by a gentleman called Mr. Jake Parton. Now, Mr. Jake Parton, we must have attracted him because he arrived at a time when we were looking for that missing piece in the puzzle. And that's exactly what Mr. Parton presented. He's now become our mentor, our friend, and our coach, if you so want, and a business partner. So he's showed us that this environment, this platform, which we're about to introduce to you, is the missing link. It's the multi-purpose vehicle that you can just jump into and take to anywhere you want. And we provide you with a mindset. So that was the missing piece. We jumped on board, not knowing what we were doing, of course, and realizing that the cost of going into business this way was low enough for us to take a look from the inside. That's exactly what we did. We took a first-class package, as you will learn later, and we jumped in, and no regrets, no looking back. Who you see there on stage is us with Mr. Halton Bugs on a recent event in Las Vegas, where we were presented the Diamond Shield. This shield is given to achievers in this environment, and that basically is a tribute to what we've done in the last year, building our environment, building our company at a very rapid pace. So that being said, we're now fortunate enough to be traveling from event to event that the company has, and to be sharing our story and to help other entrepreneurs to develop the skills, the mindset, and to grow their business to another level, and thereby grow their wealth and grow their freedom. This is what this is all about. Because the problem and the challenge that we're facing at the moment is that the world is in a complete turmoil. We're facing the greatest wealth transfer in the history of mankind. This is not an exaggeration. What's going on is behind the scenes. While we are busy being distracted with all sorts of global events, pandemics and inflation and wars, etc., a big shift in the money is happening. And if you don't pay any attention to it, you may very well find that you end up on the wrong side of this junction. You see, the left side here on this junction is basically where you will end up if you do absolutely nothing and if you're an employee. When we talk about the left side of money, I'm talking about Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant, actually. I'm talking about being an employee or self-employed. That's the left side. Those are the people that get left behind. Those are the people who've been always saving for a rainy day, and while their savings are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, the rainy days are getting bigger. Now, that is not a very good concept for the future. What the other side of the money is doing is they're investing and they're creating businesses, which allows them to grow their assets rather than sit on a pile of cash, which is becoming worthless in no time. So what we are here to do is we're trying to help you to gain your prosperity back and to take control of your own economy. You see, the economy out there is an economy that everyone wants you to be part of, so that there is a sense of control. The matrix wants things to be controlled in a certain way, and that's what you're designed to be doing. However, this path isn't going to lead you to any prosperity. This path is clear. I think everybody watching this presentation is probably aware of the fact that things are becoming lesser. Your value of what you own is becoming lesser, and some people are becoming more wealthy. Now, what we're trying to do here is show you how to take control of your own personal economy, so that regardless of what the economy outside does, you will be growing your assets, you will take freedom, and you will become wealthy. So why are we so passionate about this? Because we know the recipe. The recipe is that it's not really what you know. What you know is only a small portion of the recipe for success. It is who you know. It is the environment that you choose that can be the lucky break that you do. So in other words, we believe that the people you spend time with are the ones who are going to form your results. So it is being said that you are the sum total of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Well, we're going to make you spend a lot more time with successful entrepreneurs, with people who are really making things happen, who are on their way to 6 figures, 7 figures without being employed, simply by operating on this platform, using the information that we have, that we present, that we give people. This is only one stepping stone here. What you must understand is there are people in the pandemic that have already understood all this. The Great Resignation is the big word that's being found for the people that have already taken advantage of this new digital era that has emerged through the pandemic. Now, this is no coincidence, because the last 2 years have shown us that there is a whole new world of digital possibilities out there, and that you can work from anywhere in the world and still make it work. All the skepticism that people had prior to the pandemic about people working remotely is gone. Now, you can work remotely not even as an employee. You can work remotely in control of your own assets and running your own, let's say, economy. you can see here, the statistic says that 86.5 million people will work wherever and whenever they want by 2027. That's only a few years away. See, we're creating a new lifestyle. We're creating a new way of living. We want people to be more free. And this is exactly what we support. We support the idea of freedom so that you can really spend the time with the people that you love spending at the time when you want to spend. So that means if you have family, you can work around family needs, spending the time the way you want. You can work any time of the day. Why? Because we operate on a global network. If you're in the United States and it's evening for you, you can be working with people for whom it's already morning, on the other side of the globe. And so what I'm saying here is everything is possible in a digital world. You earn your income in the time that you want to do. And the more you do, the more money you earn, you create the lifestyle of your want, the lifestyle of your dreams. Now, for some that may be sitting on a beach, for some that may be traveling, for some that maybe can have any shape or form whatsoever, you insert into the blank what you like to put here. Now, there are a few categories of people. We want to just make sure you really understand where we are. The majority of people, the 96% that you see there in the M1 category, are actually just working for other people. They are making other people's legacies come true. They're the ones who are trading their time for money. Now, think of it as a vehicle. You are basically one manpower. One manpower as such can maybe work, or woman power can work a certain amount of hours per day. Some people work 8 hours, 10, 12, 14 hours a day. It doesn't really matter. But the fact is, your time is limited. You're only one person, and that's as far as you can go. So your income is equally limited. So what people do who are in this category, they try to save. Now, in the old days, people used to save for a rainy day because they thought, well, I need to have some cash reserves, etc. Save for retirement, and then the retirement comes and the money is gone. MJ's dad is a perfect example of that. He's realizing that the hard way now. Now, what we teach people in this environment is to save and reinvest, save and invest, save and invest. Grow those investments in different buckets further and further, just as the wealthy do, and start spending from those buckets. Finance your lifestyle from these buckets. These are methods and techniques that we teach you in an environment that we call the 5K Club. Now, this is what 3% of them people do. This is a very smart thing to do. However, the really wealthy have a different system. They don't actually work themselves. They multiply their time by generating businesses and platforms where other people are doing all the work, and thereby they're generating multiple streams of income that are totally independent of their time, meaning they're buying back their time. Now, we've already said that time is the most valuable commodity on the planet, because that is the most limiting factor that everybody is encountering. Our life is short, and there's only so much you can do in a lifespan. So every minute counts in order for you to build your legacy, for you to spend time with your loved ones, for you to do the travel that you've always wanted to do, for you to have those experiences that are meaningful to you, and nobody's going to tell you what they are. So that all sounds like a big thing, right? So what happens to the little people? How can the little people win? Well, here's the thing. What happens to the little people is anyone who has never been an entrepreneur, comes from that side of the money where you've been working for others or maybe for yourself and found yourself doing 14, 15-hour days just in order to keep things moving and not really making any headway. Doesn't matter. This is a new business environment, and we have the mindset. We have the mindset, and we have the tools for you to generate the mindset. In other words, we create an environment where you can grow, where you can first expand. Because you have to understand one thing. There is absolutely no financial growth if you don't have any personal growth. if you set a lofty financial goal of earning millions, you cannot do that being the same person that you are today. You have to grow. You have to develop yourself to that level, to be on that frequency, so to speak, of the person who's earning millions, to develop the mindset. Now, that doesn't come easy if you try to do it on your own. Why? Because if you spend time with the exact same people in exactly the same way that you've done in the past, you will always be held back by that environment, by that system. So we are creating a different environment. We are creating a tool set for you to grow and for you to develop yourself. Now, when I say a tool set, I call that the why factor. The why factor is our leadership. It is all the facilities that we have to make your mind go, for you to become that person that feels correct and feels in the right place, earning the kind of income that you want to earn, whether it's 6-figure income, 7-figure income, or even an 8-figure income. We need to tell you, or show you, and develop you in order to get there. Now, Mr. Halton Buggs, who you see there on the top, is an industry veteran. He's been in this environment for over 30 years. He's developed the concepts by his own trial and error. And he's found the winning formula in order to make it in this industry. Now, this industry has a lot to do with people. So when it comes to people, we teach you how to deal with, first of all, yourself, understand yourself, and then you will understand other people. That is the key to success with people. So we have different platforms for that. Let's look at the mentorship program called the Masterclass, run by Mr. Darren Gibson, who's been a student by Mr. Bob Proctor for many, many years, close family friend, and has studied very, very closely all the grandmasters of this world. He is the one that we're almost on a daily contact with. So that develops a mindset of prosperity and success. Now, if you're interested in the more raw environment of just men, here we have a men's only environment, what we call Boys to Billions. And that's where we have a little bit more like the business side of things, more male talk, maybe a little bit more gloves off, and just come straight to the matter of things. The ladies have their own environment called Lady Leadership, run by a very successful entrepreneur, Ms. Desi Lipova, who is an icon in this business already, and she has the umbrella for the ladies here. Then what we do is we spend a lot of time in a environment called Book Club for those of you who want to dig deeper, who want to really extract the secrets of the world literature that has helped people to shape their minds into a successful mind. And so we have a book club environment where we study together, we will learn together, we really go deeper into finding the secrets of success. Now, what has really made a big impact on myself and my wife is global events. At Boomerang, this environment that we're working with, this platform, has a habit of meeting on the global stage, basically in locations all over the world, 3-4 times a year. We love traveling to these events. Why? Because we get to see our leadership, we get to hear them, we get to rub shoulders with them, and we get to hear their success story. We get the trainings, we get all of their mindset during those high power, very intense events. And nobody leaves an event like that the same way that they came. Absolutely impossible. Now, for the investment side of things, we have an environment called the 5K Club. This is a group that I'm very passionate about, and it's all about the new age of investments in a new world. And that means passive investments, but not the way that you know them perhaps from the old days of banking or stock market or insurance sector, but we're talking about the new world where much different revenues are generated from completely different platforms. Speaking of platforms, you're probably asking yourself, what are we actually offering here? What is the core of this environment? Well, the core of this platform really is the PRIB. The PRIB is a perpetual residual income builder. It's been developed by Mr. Buggs with all of his research and study that he's done of the industry. It's a digital platform that once you're part of it, connects the dots for everything between you, customers, other ambassadors, events, and everything. So Let's just talk about some of the products that we have. First of all, iBoomerang is a digital company. We are a new age company that is working entirely with the digital world. We do have some physical products, however, but that is probably the smaller part of what we're offering at this moment. Let's start here with the iGo platform. Because we love traveling and we promote traveling, we meet on global stages all the time. We have a platform that we enable customers and ourselves with for 5-star travel at 3-star prices. We're going to look into that a little bit more in a moment. The whole concept here is you don't sell anything. You just give a free link to people, family, friends, people that you care about. They register for absolutely free, get lifetime access to a travel platform that provides them with flights, hotels, rental cars, cruises, week stays, family holidays, you name it. It's all there. And what does it do? It picks the best discounts in the industry and presents them to you so that you can have them and your customers can have them. Now, you as an ambassador will get double the discounts that your customers get. In other words, you really get behind the curtains pricing. This is like looking into the sacred box of wholesale. You'll be a wholesaler at this point. That means you're getting prices that only wholesalers can access. By giving away a free link, you're earning money when they save. What a fantastic concept. Now let's have another look. The similar concept is Bill Genius. Those of you who live in the United States of America will be paying utility bills like everybody else. Now, that's a major expense. We have this system, Bill Genius, where your utility bills can be looked at by a bunch of specialists, experts in the field for absolutely free. All you have to do is just hand in your copies of your utility bills. They analyze them and they find ways for you to save while getting the exact same service. In other words, you gain and a commission gets paid to the one that has referred. So in other words, once again, the same concept. People are saving, and when they save, you earn. Bill Genius. It is a genius concept. They're now incorporating solar energy and all this new green trends that people are very interested about. It's a fascinating concept. Now, the Elevate platform is my personal favorite. It is a platform, again, a fully digitalized platform where world-class educators are helping people to understand the finance of the future, meaning you get to learn the finance of the future. That means we're no longer talking about stock market and things like that. That's the finance of yesterday, and it's broken. So what we're talking about trading different asset classes. We're talking about trading Forex pairs. We're talking about trading metals. We're talking about trading commodities. We're talking about trading cryptocurrencies or tokens and NFTs in the metaverse. This is a one-stop shop for all your education that you're going to need to understand what's coming in the future. Because it's coming, whether you like it or not, the better prepared you are for it, the more you'll be able to handle it with confidence and get ahead of the game while others are still struggling to try and understand it. Zens is a company that provides us with some brilliant lifestyle products. We have a product called Skin Tech, which is a hand sanitizer foam that protects your hands for over 4 hours. We have Zen's Moods, which is an essential oil product that puts you into different moods without even touching your skin. So you have access to all these essential oils and they affect you, but they don't actually incorporate your skin. So let's have a look at the leadership of this company. In this company, you're led by Mr. Holton Buggs, the gentleman on the right. He says, we give you the vehicle and you are the driver. And that is exactly what we do here. So we provide you with this multi-purpose platform. We provide you with the mindset tools that we've just shown you, the environment, so that you get infused with the knowledge, the mindset, and of course, the skills that you need in order to be successful. This is a one-stop shop. Now, it's been said, and I fully endorse this, that 95% of your success is based on your mindset. 5% of your success will be based on the skills that you need in order to achieve. But as you can see, it is a minor part. If you have the right mindset, if you can think in the right dimensions, if you can prioritize correctly, if you can have the right beliefs in yourself, in what you're doing, and develop the right habits, you see yourself in a different light. All of those components create the result that you want. So what entertains you trains you. That's what Mr. Gibson says. He is one of our most powerful mentors in this environment, and we're very grateful to have him. We speak to him almost on a daily basis, and he's the one that is showing us what we can do, how to get to the mindset that we want to have in order to achieve the success we want. Now, my personal favorite is this particular lifestyle slide. Why? The freedom factor says that we can live our life from anywhere in the world while we're earning passive income as well as active income. On the right-hand side, you see the 5K Club. That's where passive income comes in. So you stand on two legs, passive income being the one, and active income from your trading activity coming on the other side. Now, why is that so fascinating? Because the globe is now becoming a small playground for you. As you can see, you can trade in all time zones. You can trade in all locations. All you need is an internet connection. So in other words, the skills are provided through the education platform that we have, world-class educators. When you have the skills and you have the environment and you have, let's say, the peers that you can deal with to help you on your journey, you will trade with confidence. You will trade anywhere in the world. There is markets that are open any time of the day, anywhere in the world, be it Forex, be it NFTs, be it crypto, be it commodities, you name it, it's there. So in other words, while you're traveling, while you're roaming the world, you can trade at any time. All it takes is an hour or two a day to really get involved. And that's what we do. So we generate multiple income streams. And that's what we're so good at, and that's what we really believe in. Why? Because this is the only way that you can sleep at night without thinking, if I lose my job tomorrow, if my only income source tomorrow goes away, like we've experienced it, how will I support myself and my family? How will I pay my bills? You only have one source of income. You're only one step away from poverty. That's what Mr. Warren Buffett says, and we truly believe that. So to come back and to talk a little bit more about the lifestyle of traveling and trading, which we're very passionate about. We have the iGo platform, which helps you to travel at 3-star prices. We have the Elevate platform, which teaches you and gives you the community to really become embedded in a trading environment where you learn how to take control of your own finances. So iGo basically shows you this. We have a platform. You pass a free link to a friend, excuse me, or a customer, a prospect, somebody that you like, that you want to help. They decide to click on it. They decide to register on it for free, get lifetime access. They book whatever they do, their travel needs on there. And as they're making savings, you get to earn. This is a fantastic concept. And not only do you get to earn when they earn, but you can also double your savings when you're booking for yourself. So when I went to Las Vegas with my wife a couple of weeks ago, we booked our flights and our hotels through this platform. We gain an enormous amount of reward credits, and they're now going to help us pay for the next time that we travel. So you're actually becoming to pay less and less and less. When we're looking at the Elevate platform, another digital product accessible anywhere in the world, you don't have to physically be there at any place. You can see everything on video. You can study everything in your own time. This is just one little snapshot that I took from the platform. Now, it's all about the community that is there, that helps you, that supports you, that you can ask questions to. You can attend live training sessions where the educators put everybody on a call, and you can talk to them and ask live questions. This is invaluable. Trading Forex, trading crypto, trading NFTs, and we even have an app that gives you trading signals for those who don't have the time to do all the research every day to find the trends. You just take the trading signal from your phone app, insert them into your platform, to your MetaTrader or whatever trading platform you use, and let it run. These signals have been proven to be very highly valuable, and they're making enormous amount of profit. So the lifestyle that we're really looking for to share with you is that you can work from anywhere and any time. that we give you a network that supports you, that carries you, that educates you, builds your mindset. We give you products, digital as well as physical, that you can use at any way that you want. You don't have to sell any products if you don't want to. You can take, and this is why we say this environment is a vehicle that you can take any way you want. You can pick any niche in this environment and build your business on top of it. We give you the platform. We give you the global events that really inspire you and inspire your friends, people you want to introduce to this environment. We give you financial investments that you can use to build a passive leg to stand on, so that while you're busy growing your business actively or trading actively, you still have income coming from those passive investments. And we show you how you can travel and trade and really create the life of your dreams. And does that sound a bit too much to digest? It possibly is. There's a lot of information, and I'm already holding back a lot because this environment is very, very rich. But if I had to show you everything we have, we would spend hours and you would get tired. So let's just get to the meat of things. You're going to ask me, Jörg, what does it take to get into this environment? Surely it must take many, many $1,000s with what you're offering. Well, here's the thing. That's not the case at all. For $500 plus $50 processing fee, let's say $550, you basically sign up into what we call a business class package. This package allows you to send free boomerangs, to get 100% bonus percentage, and there are other typical bonuses that are involved with this. You get access to the Prep, you get the Build Genius platform for free, and all of those things. Now, I don't want to ride much on the details here. Why? Because I actually believe that you don't want to be on the business class platform if you want to grow fast. Now, when we joined this environment, we wanted our success to be on the fast track. We didn't want to take time and look at it. Business class is for people who are unsure, who just want to get in, look around and get a feel for things, and then decide if they want to really commit and then upgrade to first, because that's the ultimate end station. When you're in first class, you've unlocked everything the platform has to offer. This is the way to move fast. Now, that's where we expect everybody to end up. And you can, as I say, upgrade from business class to the first class package. First class is only $1,000 plus the $50 of fees, which in my opinion is very low. Now, I'd like to just invite you to think with me for 1 second. Imagine you're opening traditional businesses, a travel agency, for example, which is basically what we're offering you here, but it's all digital and you have nothing to do. People book themselves. If you had to have a travel agency, you'd have to have computers, an office, staff, all sorts of services, accountants, tax keepers, etc., etc. Now, all of that falls away. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars not spent. Why? Because you don't need any of that. What you need to run this business successfully is a computer and a smartphone, because you want to be on the move. That's what we call freedom. So while you're out there, like yesterday, I spent some time with my family at the pool. While I was at the pool, I just spent 5 minutes on my phone closing a deal that I was previously starting. So we are flexible. We're using this digital economy to its best advantage. And that's what this is all about. First class package, $1,050. In my opinion, it's not much money. And if you think it's a lot of money, then already that should be a clear sign for you that you need to expand your mindset, because in a few years' time, $1,000 is going to be pocket change. So let's just start thinking about how can we go make this better. How we make this better is by this invitation to Dream Week. This is the event that's coming up in Dubai. Now, I'm very lucky. I'm already in Dubai. This is my base. I love being here. This is an amazing city. And this event takes place at the end of November and continues over into early December. It's multiple days. Why? Because we have 2 days of Elevate Bootcamp. The educators are coming in from the United States, coming in from Australia, and spending 2 days with everybody who's going to be here, looking live over your shoulder, helping you set trades, educating you, showing you the tricks of the trade, the shortcuts to go straight to the meat of the matter without giving you the whole 9 yards of theoretical knowledge that you don't necessarily need in order to be successful. Then we have an internal event, and then we have a public event, which is absolutely phenomenal. Dream Day on December the 2nd. I really urge you to be there. Try to make it. Contact the person who got you onto this call and ask them how they can get a ticket. It's not difficult. There's a link. You can buy the tickets easily. All of this is being hosted at the Grand Hyatt Hotel in Dubai, end of November, overlapping into early December. I highly recommend it. If you have any doubts about this industry, about this particular network, this platform, then you should be there. Now, this event is for people who are inside the platform as well as those who are still thinking about it. Either way, you're going to win. You're going to leave there a different person than you came. I guarantee you that. Why? Because I've experienced that. Everyone who comes there leaves in a different mindset, because you get an expansion of your mind and you see what is possible. These are no longer theories. You hear real life stories of real people who have made this platform their success story. You can be the next. So the question is only now, are you ready? Are you ready? Or are you still hanging on to what you know and what is safe to you? Because if you are, then you're going to be staying in your comfort zone. But if you're ready to become free, to take your life to the next level, to build your own economy, to be part of a community that helps each other, like-minded people, all on the same mission, to try and develop their own prosperity, their own, let's say, legacy, to build something that is far beyond themselves, that their children can benefit from. Now, that's what we're here to do. That's what we are all about. We are here because we want to build something. So this is my message to you folks. Get hold of the person that got you to watch this. Get hold of the person that invited you to this presentation and tell them that you're ready and that you want to get started. Or if you're not ready, that's also fine. Stay exactly where you are and continue living your life. At least I am happy because we've given you the opportunity to see this and to make that decision for yourself. Because everybody, in my opinion, should see this. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you. We appreciate your time. And we hope that you become prosperous and make something out of the future. All the best to you. See you soon.